The Niners arguably have the best offense across the entire league, and a large portion of that has to go to Kyle Shanahan and the run game he has developed with his dad over a plethora of years. And there's several people that helped him accomplish this, including his running backs coach Bobby Turner, but we also can't overlook the importance of the player. First, we need to talk about Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey fits the Niners offense perfectly. He's a true scat back, so he has the ability to run out of the backfield and run interior as well, but also he has the ability to go out wide and catch passes up there with the top slot receivers in the entire game. Christian McCaffrey, therefore, is a true number one back in Kyle's offense. But McCaffrey has had issues with injuries in the past and staying healthy. This is where the player I want to talk about today comes in. His name is Jordan Mason, and he killed it last year in OTAs and then proceeded to kill it throughout the entire year. And his second year, it looks like he's made a huge jump once again. And because Mason and Christian McCaffrey are two separate types of backs, they work in tandem extremely well, where Christian McCaffrey relies on elusiveness and doesn't really punch people in the mouth a whole lot as a running back unless he's really forced to, taking up on the interior. Mason is a different type of back where he does have that elusive nature, but he'll also just run through guys. He's like a little beast mode, little Marshawn Lynch. In this video, I'll examine why I think that Jordan Mason is in for a huge jump in year 2. Furthermore, I hope to go over Jordan Mason's background a little bit and exactly how he'll fit the 49ers this upcoming season. While Mason came into great shape last year as a rookie, this year, so far during OTAs, he looks even better. Recently, the media's seen him in week 2, and he looks phenomenal. He practiced with the first string offense in place of Elijah Mitchell, who was out. We don't really know exactly why he was out, but Mason looks a lot leaner and faster than last season, but still runs extremely hard and looks like he picks up gains on every single play in practice. And like he demonstrated last year, he doesn't hesitate like Ty Davis-Price or other running backs in Kyle Shanahan's system. He really goes ahead and hits the hole full speed. And it's not like Ty Davis-Price, who just runs straight up as hard as he can, not really picking out the proper hole. Jordan Mason has proven an ability to pick out the proper holes. He did this in college extremely well. Mason played his college ball at Georgia Tech, where he played from 2018 all the way to 2021. He averaged a whopping 5.2 yards a carry during his career. He also had 17 touchdowns, just showing his great ability to produce in college. And this ability to produce also carried over to the pros, where while Mason wasn't drafted, he was an undrafted free agent who the Niners picked up. Here's some of his measurables. He ran his 40-yard dash in 4.58 seconds, and his 10-yard split was 1.57 seconds. He's like 6 foot and weighs around 225 pounds. During Mason's first year with the Niners, he was phenomenal, as I mentioned before. And while you look at his baseline stats of 43 carries and 258 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown, you may say that's not very phenomenal. But when you look at the average per carry, it is. He averaged 6.0 yards per carry. In comparison, McCaffrey over his whole entire career has only had 4.6 rushing yards per attempt, which is phenomenal. So Mason really demonstrated his ability to read an NFL defense and use his running style effectively in the NFL. Furthermore, Mason hasn't had a lot of injuries like the other running back competing for the number 2 role behind Christian McCaffrey. Elijah Mitchell throughout his career has had injury issues, and in OTAs, the second availability, Elijah Mitchell just wasn't participating. So that's led many to question if he's hurt again or what exactly is happening. And if he is hurt, it offers the perfect opportunity for Mason to seize the number 2 job behind McCaffrey. And for me, I think Mason is a phenomenal running back and could easily start on many offenses. But Christian McCaffrey has proven to be an extremely high level athlete. So by rotating these two players, I think the Niners can get the most out of their offense. And you don't even necessarily need to rotate them because of Christian McCaffrey's versatility. You could put them both in the game at the same time, maybe even Debo, and really trick the defense. But these are just my thoughts on Jordan Mason coming to OTAs in phenomenal shape. I ultimately think Bobby Turner will be able to get the most out of his running backs regardless. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think that Jordan Mason will be able to usurp the second job from Elijah Mitchell, or do you think Elijah Mitchell will be able to hold on to that job for this year? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you liked and subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. It truly means a ton.